What's up, people? My name is Skunk Commentary because YouTube have accidentally called it Skunk Commentary and stuff like that. So today we're gonna go back to Russia because who doesn't love to hear about me talking about Russia? It's kind of my signature topic. But that's because there's just so much content you can talk about when it comes to Russia, because the shit that is going on when it comes to Russia, oh man, is all I'm gonna say. So let's start off this video with saying that Russia, last time I checked the news, this could have been changed a bit now, but last time I checked the news about Russia, there was they had gotten away, they moved back from being on Ukraine's ass. So they are currently not they're currently not adventuring towards Ukraine to take over their entire country. So that is a good thing. We might have prevented a world war. And yeah, that is never wrong. I'm not gonna lie about that. Not like I want to play COD in real life, so to speak. Even though, yeah, I love COD, but I would not want to risk my life out in war. But what else has happened? Well, after this entire situation began, there's been a lot of stuff happening. After Russia moved away from Ukraine, they still haven't been on. They still haven't been out of trouble. So they are now going to do a massive, and with massive I mean gigantic, training or preparation on the coast of Norway. What will this training be about? I do not know. Do I think that I as a Swede will be personally affected by it? Most likely. Because they'll probably train on how to be prepared if USA attacks and they have to fight off the coast of Norway. Because neither America nor Russia want to actually fight in their own countries. That might be the thing, yes. What also could be the thing that this training is about is that it could be about Russia preparing for war against Norway, because Norway is right next to them, and Finland too, and they might want to take back Finland again. I do not know what Russia wants, but it feels like they've been a bit on the path of war recently. They've not been the nicest people. Now, I didn't know any Russian personally. I used to know ones, but that contact, it kind of... people come, people go. But what's been happening with Russia is that they're doing a lot of stuff here in the world at the moment, and we don't know what's gonna happen next, and it's always that case with Russia. We do not know what's going to happen next when it comes to Russia. And Russia, it's a scary country. We don't know what Putin wants. We don't know what Putin will do. We know that he's capable of a lot of stuff, but nobody knows what he's going to be up to next. Because Putin, he's a scary guy. I'm gonna be totally honest with that. I would not be surprised if people were scared of Putin. people are scared of Putin. But what is the next thing that I also want to... The next thing what else... Why did I put Denmark in the title then? Well, because Denmark has also been in a bit of a trouble with Ruski. And how is that, you may very well ask? And that is that Russia and Denmark, they've said that we will allow American troopers, American soldiers to be in our country. And well, Russia are not too happy about that. Russia's then said that we do not want you guys to do anything with America. And I get it. Russia, they do not want to be surrounded by America and NATO and all that crap, as they would probably say about it. Because Russia, they're a country that wants to be seen as the big scary guy. They are proud of that title and they want to keep it. And they're gonna do their damnedest to keep that title. And I'm going to be completely honest about this. Russia is a scary country. I am a bit scared of what Russia could do next when it comes to fighting and all that shit. And I would advise everyone to be careful about it. Because Russia, they can do whatever they want, and they will do whatever they want if chance is given. So, yeah, I would be a bit careful with how we live our lives. Because, yeah, here in Sweden, we never know what Russia will do next. Because they are... I do not think that Russia... We don't know what they'll do next, and I do not believe that Russia will go and, attack every country that they can think about tomorrow. I do not think Russia will do that, because starting a war is just a big loss for everyone. It means that you will lose a boatload of money, because going to war costs like hell. Yeah, and it is not smart in any way to go to war. And Russia, they're aware of this. And NATO have also said that I don't remember if it was NATO or some other, I don't remember exactly which company it was, but one company, or not company, but country, one organization, one thing, were very serious with that if Russia would start a war, they were gonna strike them hard with making them lose a lot. And by a lot, I mean lots of lots. Like a lot of a lot of a lot of a lot. You get what I mean. You get what I mean. And they will lose boatloads of money. Which I'm gonna be pretty honest about this. That is a good way to make sure that a war does not break out. Because money is what this world is living on. Money is the most important thing for a lot of people here in life. Which I think is pretty... I do not really know what that... I don't know what that could do, but yeah, I'm going to be... I don't even know. I'm gonna be a bit... I don't know what to say, really. But I think that I can drag this video for a couple more minutes. I can make it a bit longer. Here. But what do I believe will happen next? Well, very well, my little droogies. I think that Russia will not go and start a horror show war with every country in the world. And if you do not know what horror show means, then go and study some NADSAT. It means great or good or yeah. Well, I'm not here to teach a NADSAT, even though it's a pretty dope language. But what I'm saying is that Russia is an interesting country, and we're gonna need to be pretty careful here in Scandinavia. Our politicians need to be really careful, because it looks like Russia is on a war path or war campaign or something, and I'm going to be crystal fucking clear about this. I do not think Russia will attack tomorrow, or next week, or next month, or probably even not this year. But they can do some fucking shit. I'm gonna say that they can mess you up real horror show. And I'm going to be try and be as careful as I can when it comes to Russia, because our politicians here in Sweden, if they upset Russia, then I don't know what's gonna happen. I do not want to know what's gonna happen. I do not wish to know what is going to happen. I'm going to try and be as careful as I'm going to be really careful with Russia, and yeah, I will make more Russia videos. I will update on this situation, because I think this situation is important because of how much we could get affected if Russia really decide to do some shit. Because if Russia wants to start a war, they very well can start a war. And they can mess us up real horror show. And if they decide to mess us up, yeah, then we're fucked. If Russia decides to go and try and destroy Sweden, they will do that. They can do that to any country, maybe except America. Because when it comes to Russia, it is power in numbers and a whole bunch of fucking guns. Russia, they even have nukes. They've got a bunch of fucking nukes. And if Russia wants to, if Putin decides that, I want to nuke some Americans today, yes. I know there will be consequences, but I know that I can do it because I'm Putin and I'm a Ruski. I'm the Papa Ruski. Yeah, I'm sorry for my bad Russian accent. I'm gonna be honest about this. I am not too afraid of Russia. Yeah. I'm not too afraid that Russia will attack Sweden first. That is what I'm gonna say and be clear about. I think they'll attack something soon, yeah, definitely. It's Russia we're talking about. But will it be Sweden? Most likely not. Even though our stupid ass defense minister is having a cock measuring contest with Russia. Which is the most stupid thing you can do. Russia is a fucking superpower on the earth. They are probably... No, they are the biggest country on earth when it comes to land mass. I mean, Russia is... I think it's even bigger than some continents. And... I'm going to be as honest as I can about this. Russia is going to do something. If they want to. If someone in Russia decides, if Putin decides that, oh, I want to fucking nuke this continent or this part on Earth, he will do that. He very well will do that. And yes, it might go through some of the other men in his government and all that shit, but if Putin decides something, he will most likely do it. And I can almost guarantee that he won't hesitate. And I'm going to be as afraid of Putin as I possibly can be. Because Russia, they're scary as fuck. I'm not gonna be the first one to admit that. And yeah, I think this video is getting pretty long. So I will end it here. And if you guys have any other ideas of what videos I should make, leave them down in the comments. If there's any news you want me to cover, yeah, I'll cover it. I think I feel like I have energy to do one more video today. And yeah, next video I'm gonna make is gonna be on a subject I think is it's weird. That is all I'm gonna admit to. This subject is weird as fuck, but that's why I'm gonna talk about it. If something is weird as fuck, then it deserves to get talked about. And if I talk about a subject that is interesting enough to get views, then I will do it, because this topic will most likely get views. Concerning what content it is. I will talk about that topic in about a couple minutes, because I think this topic needs to get talked about. And I've also talked a lot about Twitch, how YouTube is a pretty hypocritic company. I'll do this as a. I'm gonna say, then you haven't even seen Twitch. So, with that being said, this is Skunk Commentary, and I will see you guys in the next one.